All right, let's talk about a skill that is absolutely essential, not just for writers or students, but really for anyone who wants to think more clearly. Paraphrasing. We're going to break down how to use your own words and how to do it well.
We've all been there, right? Staring at a sentence, knowing you have to say it differently, but you have no idea where to even start. If that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place. So first things first, let's talk about the problem. Because using your own words is so much more than just a suggestion from a teacher. It's a fundamental skill, and honestly, getting it wrong can cause some pretty big issues.
So, why does this matter so much? Well, for one, it's how you avoid plagiarism, which, as you know, is a huge deal in school and work. But it's not just about avoiding trouble. Getting good at this actually makes you a better communicator. It stretches your vocabulary, and for a lot of people, it's the secret sauce for crushing language exams like the IELTS.
Okay, so we get why it's a big deal. But before we jump into the how, let's just hit pause for a second and make sure we're on the same page. What is paraphrasing really? What's the goal here? Here's the core of it. You're taking an idea and dressing it up in new clothes. New words, a new sentence structure, maybe a different style. But, and this is the most important part, you can't change the original meaning, not one bit. You're just changing the packaging, not the product inside.
Okay, this is where the fun begins. Let's open up your paraphrasing toolkit. We're going to fill it with some really practical, specific techniques that you can start using like today.
First up in our toolkit are the word level swaps. Think of these as the small, precise tools, like your screwdrivers. They're perfect for making quick and easy changes to a sentence, and they're a great place to start. Check this out. It's such a simple but powerful move. Tourism becomes traveling. A pretty straightforward swap. But, and I gotta stress this, you have to be careful. Make sure the synonym you pick actually fits the context. Not every word that means money can replace economy, you know? Precision really matters here. Now, this is another really clever trick at the word level. See what happened here? The verb decided turned into the noun decision, and the verb reduce became the noun reduction. By changing the form of the word, you basically force the whole sentence to rearrange itself. It's awesome. All right, let's zoom out from individual words. The next set of tools in our kit are for the big picture. We're talking about completely reshuffling the sentence to change its entire flow. The classic active versus passive switch. This one is a total game changer. In the first sentence, the scientists are the hero. They're doing the action. In the second, the new planet is in the spotlight. It's the thing the action happened to. Same information, totally different feel. You know, sometimes the answer is just so simple. All we did here was take in 1990 and move it from the beginning of the sentence to the end. It might seem small, but it changes the rhythm and it's one more step away from copying the original. Every little bit helps. All right, you've got the basics down, ready to level up? These final tools are a bit more advanced, and they're going to help you create paraphrases that are truly sophisticated. I really like this one because it makes your writing sound so much more fluid. Instead of two short, choppy sentences, you connect them with a word like because. This move doesn't just change the structure, it clearly shows the relationship between the two ideas. It's a great way to add complexity. This next technique is just clever. It's all about saying what something isn't. Instead of saying the task is easy, you say it's not difficult. You're communicating the exact same idea, just from the opposite angle. It's a really slick and effective way to freshen up a sentence. So, you've got this amazing toolkit now, but having the tools is one thing. Knowing how to use them is another. It's all about having a process, a reliable set of steps to follow every time. And here it is, just 4 simple steps you can follow every single time. 1. Read the sentence until you really get what it's saying. This is the most important step. 2. Spot the key words you can probably change. 3. Open up that toolkit and start swapping words and reshuffling the structure. And 4, the final crucial check. Does my new sentence mean exactly the same thing? Let's put this process into action, okay? Look at this original sentence. Step 1, we understand the idea. Step 2, keywords are many people, believe, key to success. Step 3, we pull out our tools. Here, we've changed the sentence structure and swapped believe for is considered. And step 4, we do a final check. Yep, the meaning is identical. Perfect. Okay, you've seen the tools, you've seen the process. The only thing left to do is practice. That's how you really get good at this. So let's do a quick one together, right now. So here's your challenge. I want you to look at this sentence on the screen. Go ahead and pause if you want. Open up that mental toolkit we just built and try to come up with 2 totally different ways to say this. Give it a shot. All right, you're ready? How'd you do? Let's look at a couple of possible answers. The first one uses synonyms: interact for communicate, transformed for changed, and it also flips to the passive voice. The second one restructures the whole thing to show cause and effect. If you came up with something along these lines, you are totally on the right track.
And really, this gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. Great paraphrasing isn't about finding the one correct answer. It's about being flexible with your words, your grammar, and how you build your sentences, so you can express a single idea in all kinds of different ways.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. The next time you sit down to write something, ask yourself, am I just repeating what I read, or am I really understanding it and making it my own? That right there is the difference between just spitting back information and actually creating knowledge. Thanks for tuning in.